And we are recording.
Perfect. All right, B, do the recap.
How did I know?
Because you let me know within 15 minutes of us starting that you were going to be late. This is your punishment.
It was a courtesy, and I wasn't late. I got back at 7:30.
Courtesy is an hour or more.
Okay. All right. Now I feel put on the spot.
We didn't do much,
All right.
don't worry.
I did a lot, not Orca. All right. So last week at the Diary of Ishi, we had quite an adventure out in the desert after leaving Sinai. With Elias's guidance and know-how and experience, we were able to safely travel through the desert. We did not go to the den of the antlions. We instead followed a pretty interesting network that Elias's people tend to have, where little checkpoints and safe zones, and we went through one safe zone and 2 checkpoints, I believe. During these small breaks, we were able to recalibrate ourselves. We ended up spending the night during our first stop through the desert, through the eye of the storm, of the sandstorm. And after that morning, we began moving on again, where we find one of the guards from our previous times was killed by what is presumed to be a scorpion Jaeger, a rogue scorpion Jaeger that we are most likely going to have to deal with. And we were just contemplating that next when we left off. How'd I do?
I'd say you got it
That pretty
all.
much sums it up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
I mean, the one thing I would change, we weren't contemplating it, is Wolfhart was calling it a little bitch in ancient languages.
Oh,
Well, I think it was more Ferox, but
Yeah, Ferox was putting blood sigils.
calling the scorpion guy a little bitch, so you know.
Yeah, basically.
which
but
is
before
quite
he was allowed
iconic.
to use Garrett's body to do that, he was forced to put respect on Garrett's name. Rest in peace.
Yes.
R.I.P. to a real
I
one.
forgot who Garrett was for a second. I'm just like,
Congratulations, Elias. You're carrying the head the rest of the way.
Yeah, I am. I wouldn't let anybody else do that. None of you deserve the honor of touching Garrett's head.
oh,
I
He's
don't
like a
Except for
family
Mel.
friend, right?
That Mel can do it, because, she's Mel. But
No offense, but I don't
Mel
want
is
to
French.
touch his head.
I mean, I didn't want to carry his head anyways, but like, damn.
That I didn't think it was an option for me.
I don't
No,
know. I wouldn't put that on Cantor. I feel like he would stain, and I feel like that's a no-go for Cantor.
I feel like it also weighs more than he does.
I weigh 10
Would
pounds.
you-
How much does the head weigh?
Oh, okay.
Average about 8.
Yeah, close.
Almost my body weight. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to lift that much.
I would have
10
too much
pounds is
fun
a
with
heavy
it.
plushie.
Hayne would try on a new head.
Yeah, and yet
Oh
you're not allowed
my
to wear
God.
Garrett's head.
It's not a hat
That
store.
feels like a bad idea.
I'm not a hat store.
All right. So you guys,
Also, this one is
More
much less cleanly
specifically-
severed.
Ferox, attempt to goad this creature into the safe zone using the using a tweet.
Yep.
Basically.
He's adding him on the timeline.
I
Oh
do
my
remember saying
God.
that. I do remember saying that I was calling him out on Twitter.com.
You were, yeah.
Called him out on Maine.
You're just adding him right now.
Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
All right. What other preparations would you like to take, assuming this thing answers the call?
I have to look back through my spells. Give me one second.
I cast mage armor on myself.
I hope
that's
got
already
both
done.
swords out.
What I would like to do, Josh, as the sanctuary area that we're in has 4 entrances, just like at the cardinal directions. And it's like an 8-walled structure, so 4 walls there, 4 open spaces, the cardinal direction points. But the open spaces have the availability to be sealed, so I would seal 2 of the entrances, or well, I suppose 3. Just so he's only got one way of coming at us, so I don't have to worry about him sneaking up behind us again.
Okay.
Unless, of course, he can do some invisible desert scorpion things.
I mean, we're fairly certain he's going to be coming from below us, so...
Well, he'd have to be coming from, like, he would have to tunnel into, like, the basement floor and then come up through the staircase. In that instance, he wouldn't be able to just, like, hop up the floor.
Listen, it's fine. He's just gonna Skarner W you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, not the Skarner W.
Right into the wall.
I don't want the Skarner W.
Too bad.
Either way, I'm going to cast Detect Magic, just because why the fuck not? It doesn't cost me anything.
I mean, yeah, this is a magical creature. It might give us maybe a sense of warning before it hits. Maybe. Doubtful.
But I mean...
Magical
slim
creatures
chance,
don't
but
usually
it doesn't
show up.
hurt. Like I said, it doesn't cost me a spell slot, so it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Hane disguises himself as a lamp.
All right.
Yeah, I want to find a place to, like, hide if I can.
Make a stealth check.
I'm just gonna borrow stealth real quick from.
I have advantage, or I have proficiency.
Yeah, but
Multiple
so is
people I
Hane.
think are chilling with. I do not.
Hane's a rogue. If he doesn't have self-proficiency,
I know I'd have questions.
All right. Yeah, you tuck yourself up against in a corner of a building.
Nice.
You feel stealthy.
Orcas.
This spell did not format very well. I cannot read all of it.
oof.
Yeah. Sometimes when
Orc
you
is
copy
kind
things
of-
over, it gets weird.
Orca's kind of out of the
Shit,
way,
yeah.
but she has 2 swords, like, already out, just in case she needs to strike.
Are we
Okay.
outside or inside?
We're
Inside.
We
outside.
are inside.
Oh, are we inside? Shit.
I
Yes.
thought we were inside.
Yeah, we're.
We are
I think
inside.
I think the
We're not
protection
below
from this.
ground, but we are in the interior of the structure.
I
Yes.
think the protection probably extends probably like 10 feet out from the structure and then cuts.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we're enclosed. It's fine.
I think this might be a good time to actually use a spell I've never actually had a chance to ever fucking use because I always time it wrong.
All right.
Let's do a summon Fae for a little extra friend.
Ooh.
Whoa.
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 Let's go with
Fuming.
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 I
Fuming.
think.
Engie.
Yeah. Fuming.
Yeah. I was reading the other two because that's what didn't format for some reason.
Mm.
Listen, it's fine. It's just Engie, Happy, or Wren.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Or maybe more accurately, Engie, Happy, who Wren thinks she is.
Mm-hmm.
God, do you have a random sand map for us?
Yes, I do actually.
Oh, good.
You're just not in combat yet. So.
No, you're good. I just wanted to double check.
Sand map.
Sand map. I think I like sand map better than snow map.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair.
to be honest, a lot is better than the snow map.
This is a snow map. It's just white.
Exactly.
You can
it's
never beat
boring.
grass map though.
Grass map
is
is iconic.
epic.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Hot take. I do not care for the grass map.
Get out.
How could you say that?
We know who's
This
dying
is in
first.
Joshua contentious. More at 5.
It insists upon itself.
All right.
Mhm.
You guys hunker down and wait. 10 minutes goes by.
Anybody bring a thumper? Is this like Dune?
I keep my detect magic up as often as it resets, basically.
Sure. 20 minutes goes by.
At the 20-minute mark, Mel's just like, so how long are we gonna wait if he doesn't call up? Doesn't go for our bait.
From the corner, the lamp says,
God damn.
well, eventually people are gonna be coming looking for Garrett, and then we'll know that it's secure if they don't get attacked.
Ah! See! Sentient lamp! Attack! I'm just kidding. I know that's a hand.
And then an hour goes by, and the fade disappears.
Yep.
Then 2 hours.
I don't think he's coming, you guys.
Or he's not falling for the trap.
Exactly.
Ferox, did you put the @ symbol before you tweeted at him, or did you just write his name? Because if you just wrote his name, he's not going to see it.
Also, how many characters did you use? Is there I don't know if they upped the limit yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty. There's no character limit anymore.
Oh, okay. We got that update.
I mean, I didn't think it was really going to work.
The
It's
fuck
just-
was that? There was two people talking and all I heard was mumbles.
I said, this is why I only use blue fire.
I mean, I didn't really think it was gonna work. I just you wanted something to happen. I tried something, it didn't work. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, now that we're done desecrating Garrett's body, maybe it's time for us to keep.
Have none of you ever gone fishing before? It's only been 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's like I don't. It's like I don't want to be crass about this, but it's like I don't know how long Garrett's head is gonna keep. If you know what I mean.
A long time. We're in the desert.
That's true. It's not very moist out here. I'm just gonna go put it in the fridge. I'll be back.
That's still not
Oh
a
my
good time to
God.
use the word moist.
It's never a good time.
It's an accurate description. He disappears down the stairs.
So the people that want to play with gods are bothered by a word.
I'm not bothered by the word moist. It's an accurate descriptor of things.
Thank
You wouldn't be bothered by the word moist.
Huh.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Head is in the fridge. We're all good.
Remind me not to open the fridge later.
There's a note on the door.
Oh, awesome. Good thinking.
Yeah. Well, I was
Human
doing in case
head,
I
do not
forget.
open?
Yeah. Well, more so just like if found, return to home.
Oh. That's not a
I
warning,
know.
that's just like
Don't head open inside.
Ferox, start yelling at the guy.
I feel like if we're following fishing analogies, that would be antithetical to the goal here.
Problem is, we're not exactly in the right place for me to do it. If we were in the right place, I could, and you'd hear me regardless of distance, but being constrained to real limits a lot of what we can do.
Good to know.
Damn those bodies.
So I think the real question is this, while we're sitting around waiting. How long are we actually going to wait? I mean, what is our limit here? Until we try something else.
I already
I-
answered that question. We were gonna wait until the people come looking for Garrett.
What happens if he kills all the people looking for Garrett?
What a horrible thought.
It's a
So
possibility.
we'd be waiting until tomorrow at the very least.
Nah, and it's like, I mean, not to speak ill of the recently deceased or anything, and I loved Garrett to death, but he wasn't exactly a fighter. There are definitely those among my folk who are more capable in combat, much more so than even a lot of us.
How
So
long
there is
normally,
always the
Elias?
possibility that they come across somebody who just has the strength or no harm at how to beat the bricks off of the thing. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's possible.
How long normally would it take before someone comes looking for Garrett?
Well,
Their
right
rotations
now
are
we'd
daily,
be
I
on
think.
daily rotation, and so if we're on daily
Right.
rotation, what would happen? Someone's going to arrive here. They'll find us here instead of Garrett, and then we'll be able to send them off to send word to the rest of the collective so that they're aware of the situation.
All right, so just wait
Hopefully-
around for rotation.
Yeah, hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get one of the more magically inclined people, and they can just send a message.
That also raises more concerns. What if the scorpion attacks them as they're arriving, or before they get here, or as they try and leave?
Well, we also have means of doing check-in once we're here. There's crystals downstairs that we use to... It's not a means of communication, necessarily. It's just to signal to, people watching the monitors at home, I have arrived at my station. I am leaving my station to go to the next station. There is...
They already know that he hasn't checked in yet, considering he probably died before that happened.
Well, it depends on whether or not he checked in. And if he didn't check in, then no. Or say if he didn't check in, then yes, they would already be aware of it. And they've either got people headed here now, or they're looking into it from a distance.
And through that crystal system, there's no warning system at all that can be used for it, like a certain signal flashing sequence or anything like that.
I mean, there's methods of sending a SOS signal, but our beacons are not meant to communicate, complex and specific messages. It's just it's a system meant to say, I am here, I am leaving, there is a situation at this location, what have you. And again,
Okay.
Generally, there are people at home who have means of doing magical communications, and so if there is someone here relaying the message that there's some form of emergency, like they would be able to contact that person, assumedly, knowing as long as they know who that person is. I assume that's how most of magical communication works. I'm also not super well versed in how all of that works, but I just know that they're able to communicate with one another.
So shouldn't we go ping SOS?
That's what I was trying to get at. It's worth a try. What's it going to hurt?
Which I definitely would have recommended 2 hours ago if I knew there was a magical crystal system.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, you should know. You've been here before. But
I didn't know the whole inner workings of your entire,
Why would he know about
Sanctuary
the crystals
system.
if he's just visited before?
because
I
he
was a
hasn't
guest.
visited.
Okay, let's go. Who's going for the... Wait, we should probably all go for the crystal. It'd be really awkward if Scorpion Man showed up and we were down people.
Yeah, no, that's for the best. Come on, guys, we're going downstairs.
Be a montage of everyone going downstairs.
All All right, you go downstairs to the Crystal Network.
Where the scorpion guy is.
He's eating the crystals!
dun.
He was waiting here the whole time.
The whole time?
The whole time. When we wait for Elias to ping SOS, since none of us know how to work this thing.
Yeah. So you watch Elias walk up to an apparatus that has a series of different colored crystals appearing out of different ports. And you see him approach the panel. He turns a few of them just to light them, and then you see him turn a final one and push it into the interior of the console. At which point you see runes scrawling across the the screen in front of him. Very simplistic, and I don't, unless anyone is familiar with Sanskrit, it wouldn't.
At which point, the crystals all explode.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
It's a good thing we didn't send someone down here alone.
Evasion.
As Elias pulls himself off the ground.
Well, hold on. Everybody in the area, which is all of you, need to make dex saves.
Oy
Oh,
No.
God. Oh, no.
come on. Dexterity, come on.
God damn it, it doesn't matter what fucking character I roll a dex save on, I can't roll it on the side.
Good one.
I was going to say, how the hell did I roll higher than Wolfheart?
I accidentally
Because I
rolled
rolled a
myself.
7.
It
Oh,
was
thank
a
God.
9.
You got a 9?
Yay!
Woo! Oh yeah! Be afraid. Be afraid. Of
Oh, well, I guess
afraid of Trig.
Hey, reroll!
Amazing.
I'd laugh at the one again.
Better.
Alright.
we are also within I'm assuming all within Orca's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tightly compact enough.
So what bonus do we get from Orca?
+3, I think.
Oh, was that already clicked for me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's rough.
Well, when you add a +0 by base.
That's
Yeah, I
rough,
don't
buddy.
have great options, friends.
Alright, well,
Woo. Hey, girly.
that's gonna
I forgot to
mark.
I forgot to click mine on. Mine's an 18. I don't know if it changed anything, but
Mine's a 12 with the +3.
Yeah.
Hayne and Trig got a 27 and a 23 respectively.
Yeah. Go park it somewhere else,
Oh.
bucko.
I think the only 2 people that failed are Mel and Wren.
No, with the 12 and a 9?
Yeah.
Or sorry, 6? You don't say.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
So the 2 of you take 40 piercing damage.
Oh.
Half my health, you motherfucker. Rude, bro.
Anybody else that does not have evasion takes 20.
I am impaled with many shards of shard.
I know how to flavor my evasion. Frox definitely doesn't shove Ren into the window. No, I'm kidding.
Uses Wren as a human shield.
For a moment, Hayne is transported to a time where he jumped out of an exploding clock tower,
Oh my
narrowly
God.
avoiding all danger, and then realizes he's back in the desert again.
Wow. Wow.
Don't forget to take some of that damage in your temporary hit points.
Oh my God.
How many were those?
true.
16?
There were 16 hit points every day.
Awesome. Gotcha.
Oh,
Add
After
16
oh,
every
you
back.
blessed
rest.
man.
Yeah, I'll just add
Oh,
16
sweet.
back. There we go.
I
Yeah.
can take only losing 4 HP.
I forget about that.
I did too for the
Sure.
longest time. That's why I
Sure, you also have
wanted to
evasion?
make sure that we were aware of it.
Who?
Trig.
Yes, he does.
Sweet.
Oh,
Like in this tiny enclosed room, somehow there's enough space for 3 of us to just be like, no.
Elias, you get the feeling that somebody tampered with the console.
You think?
No. Really?
So as Elias stands back up dusting himself off and exhaling a cloud of black smoke. He looks at you all and he's like, so I don't know if any of you can read Sanskrit, but the last couple of sentences that came up there were critical failure, power supply has been contaminated, step back. Unfortunately, I did not have time to communicate all of that, because as soon as I had gotten done reading it, there was an explosion about 4 feet from my face and eyeball.
Wondering why the crystals were exuding an aura of fear.
Are you okay?
You didn't think it worth it to mention that sooner.
Well, it was a split-second thing. It wasn't like they were fearful as soon as we got into the room. It was like fear and then boom.
Regardless
Mel,
of that,
like-
is everyone okay?
Mel
Alright.
digs like a piece of the crystal out of like her armor and is just like, "Can I keep this?"
Sure.
Yeah, I don't see. Why are you answering? It's not yours. Yeah, you can keep it.
Somehow a bunch
You're
of
right,
the
you're
crystal
right.
stabbed me in all the places mage armor isn't. Perfectly just.
No, it's just the explosion was strong enough that it just separately turned it off. It just-
All I know is I've got a little bit of stitch work to do today.
I was standing facing the crystals. Why are they all in my back?
Huh.
Oh, that really hurt.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
not feel great.
On a scale of
So there's 2 of
1 to
them.
10, I'd call that a 0 on how much fun that was.
There's 2 of them.
Wait, why are
Unless the Jaeger in question lost his fucking shit halfway through fucking with this, there's 2 of them.
Oh God.
I'm not the biggest fan of this.
Well, I'd still rather fight them in here than in the desert.
Not even sure they can get in here, but either way, don't forget we still have the option. We could leave through the
I mean, they've
teleporter.
clearly already been in here.
Yeah, I was
So.
gonna say they definitely got in here if they sabotaged this, right?
It was probably a trap for whoever would come next. Be my assumption, at least.
What if they're
I'm
still in
feeling
here?
like staying here. No longer a good plan. We need to go. If we can't even send word that things are happening out here to request backup, then this is not a good place.
Just gonna say that again in case nobody caught. What if they're still in here? What if they
All-
never left?
All the more reason for us to go.
Here's another thing.
We know
How
if it
far
was
is it to the next
transformed.
point?
3 hours.
That's
So then, where do we go? Do we just give up and decide to go do something else instead of finding out what's going on with all this?
Let's just, I hate to be the one to point out the altruistic thing that's going to leave a lot of honest people in danger.
Yes, if you all decided to leave, that'd be your choice. I would not go with. I can't just leave this situation as it is and not tell my.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but as I said yesterday, it's if we leave, we can inform the appropriate people in town to pass on the information that somebody that has the ability to send a message could do so and get the message to them as fast as possible.
That would require the prerequisite that one of my people be in town right now, which is not a guarantee. And again, I don't necessarily feel comfortable having the station that I do, leaving this in the hands of someone else and just saying, well, they'll take care of it. And again, if any of you or all of you don't want to come with me, that's your business. I'd probably get there faster on my own if I had to, but I would prefer not to separate from you all. But I can't make anybody come with me either.
Well, then I believe it's settled. Let's go kick this fucker's ass.
I was more just saying be prepared to fight in the sand when we can't really see a whole lot. That
I mean-
was my point.
If there's two of them.
If there's two of them and one of them is in here already and the other one is outside, then perhaps we should look around and try to find the one that's in here and kill that one first before the one that's outside also comes in here, and then we have to deal with both of them.
I think one of them would have to know the route. Which makes me concerned that one of your people has decided to cut ties with us.
Could have just
That's
talked
a
to them.
possibility that I've been rattling around in my head, but there's just not a whole lot that I can do about or with that possibility at present. That's something that I'll have to talk to Mother about.
In any case, yeah, we should sweep the area before we leave. Make sure there's no one who just stab us in the back when we try.
We either need to start search as a group, or we could take the somewhat presumptive but precautious measure of just collapsing the bottom floor. Or, well, caving it in, not collapsing. The surface level would stay intact, but we have the option of just caving in the basement floors.
If we did that, we wouldn't know if we actually got it or not.
I know. But that's the thing, is if we wanted to know for certain that if something is in here, it is trapped and can't get out, that would be the route to take.
Question?
I just said that it would not be for certain. It would not be for certain unless we saw it in here before we collapsed it.
Wait, hold on. Question?
Yes.
The antlions are some sort of giant bug. Are there giant scorpions in this fucking desert?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, at least a giant scorpion's hard to hide, so...
Right.
Giant scorpion is
But
probably still
I
outside.
assumed that this was a Jaeger that went mad and mutated. It might not be that far yet.
So, close to mutating into giant scorpion?
Hard to say.
Cool. And then
Could
the
just
other
be
one.
The scorpion might just be a scorpion, is more what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be a
Okay.
mutate.
Well, let's get looking.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have any clues on who the one who sabotaged the panel is?
No, and I don't think there's any good way for us to know. I think the more important thing to focus on at present is searching the interior to see if our intruder is still present. And then after we have confirmed or at least become confident in the suspicion that they are not here, then I think it is time for us to take, the other forms of appropriate action.
I was more just wanting to see if Ferrex was smelling Jaeger or not. And not just some asshole that decided to fuck with things.
Sorry, my lungs decided to try to breathe water. What?
She wants to know if you smelly the other Jaeger.
I was trying to see if the person who was messing with the control panel, if there was some kind of scent for the wolf to smell, because want to make sure maybe it's not a Jaeger, maybe it's just some random asshole. Like, I don't want to
No
be caught.
offense. All you people stink the same.
Oh, that's fair.
The thing that I smell isn't the person. It's the thing inside.
Right, well, that's kind of what I was wondering. Because it could be just some random asshole who decided to be an asshole.
What the fuck does that mean?
We don't have time
You
to
know
unpack
exactly
all
what
of
I
this.
mean.
Okay, let's shove everybody. Let's go.
Yeah, so we're losing the forest for the trees here, friends. Let's focus.
Yeah, I cast invisibility on myself.
We've got more important shit to kill.
We don't have time to unpack that either. Let's keep going.
All right. We're gonna cast
Yes.
invisibility on ourselves, and
Let's unpack the very obvious creature's very obvious statement that he likes to kill. So much subtlety there. I mean, we should be the only ones in here.
Do you think?
I'm thinking if there's... Maybe I wasn't specific. That happens a lot. Your words are weird. By two, I meant two creatures, one of them being the scorpion, one of them being whoever's writing it. If that's the case.
Yeah, so someone could still be in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go search now.
They
I
could be
think
in the
we've all
walls, for all we
established that
know.
we think that that's the good idea.
On the wall.
So we're going to go
We're
search.
already going.
We're walking. We're searching.
Yeah.
We're moving.
Alright, you guys can make investigation checks.
Oh boy.
I borrow.
Investigación.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
God damn it, Mike. Fuck you.
I mean, I would
It's
expect,
literally my guy's thing.
yeah, I
I know
would
it
expect
is.
that out of the detective.
But I think to myself, yeah, I rolled a 19. Let's go. And then Mike's like, fuck you, here's a 20.
Well, you know, comparison is the thief of joy, so
Yeah.
you have to learn to be happy with what you have.
You guys wander around the checkpoint base, checking everywhere you can think to check, and find nobody other than yourselves.
Yay.
Oh my god, it's one of us.
No.
It's Among Us. No.
I have another question, and this one's entirely optional if anybody wants to do it. Do we want to take a short rest before we head out and kind of recover a little bit? If you guys think we have the time, like feel free to voice your opinions for that entire situation.
How long
Probably a
did it
good
take us
idea.
to how long did it take us to case this place?
It only took like 10 minutes.
Okay. I mean, it's just the morning. Well,
I'm
night.
not really low on any resources. I don't know if anyone else is. So.
Yeah, I'm low on the resource known as my health.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I think
was
it's
the
more
main
about
thing
these
I'm talking
two.
about. And this is also out of character. If I take a short rest, I can replenish those 16 temporary hit points.
Yeah, as we've been
Yeah.
doing this, you guys have just been hearing, like, she's invisible, but you just keep hearing little clink sounds as she's pulling shards out of her and, like, dropping them on the ground.
Oh.
Every one you drop, Mel's just kind of behind you, and like there's a drop of it going to the ground, and then just a little clink as it pops into Mel's hand.
Tina, stop.
So
Dogs are
yeah,
allowed to be in the
the
dog
question
park.
remains: do we want to take a short rest to give the people that got hurt a little bit of a chance to recover, and also let my spell do its temporary hit point thing?
I
I'm
mean,
down.
we probably should.
I would like less
We're going to be
empty
fighting out there.
I'm already, like,
Yeah.
laying on something. You don't know that, but she is.
I mean, it definitely wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt us, but unless time is a factor.
I would like a short rest too.
All right, I suppose we short rest.
Alright,
Well,
you complete your
another hour
short rest.
Okay, I was about to say another hour theoretically passes.
It does.
I mean, you and Mel should only be down 26, 24.
I got hit with
58 out of
40.
82. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
Well, but you had 16 mitigating,
Yeah,
so you should
even
only
with
be.
the 16, I'm down to 66 out of 90.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying you're not as wounded as some people might think you are.
No, but it's still ouchie
Regardless.
boo-boos.
Every little bit's going to help, so.
Yeah, I know.
Made of paper.
What is this thing?
Well, don't play a sorcerer then. You could.
Is there a limit to how many hit dice you can roll on a short rest?
How many you have?
Cool.
If you're
Do you-
level 11, you have 11 hit dice that you can roll.
Yeah. Do you have hit dice? You can roll them. Do you not have hit dice? Sucks.
And don't forget, you get your 16
Yay.
temporary hit points back.
Yeah.
Let's go D6s. My god.
He said 16, right, Joe?
16. Our level plus my charisma, which is 5 plus, so that would give us 16 total.
Yep. I swear to God, there's another. Oh, it's Celestial Warlock that gives you the same thing.
All right, we've rested. Woo!
Oh yeah, that's right. Because everyone else took 20, which was then just 4 damage off their actual HP.
Oh, before we rested, I'm gonna have converted the sorcery points to regain my spell slots, and then during my short rest, regain the sorcery points.
Oh well.
For you.
Crime.
Alrighty then.
Do you want to use more hit dice than that, Krista?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Probably.
I was like, we're not taking another short rest today. Wham!
Probably not.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
And then I
Yeah,
rolled
see?
so well
Back
on
to
all
full.
of them except for one.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I think you were back to full at like the first 3.
Yeah. But I was running there was a risk. I could have just rolled 3 ones.
Yeah, and then you could have rolled more after the fact.
You can always roll more. It's hard to roll less.
So we're just gonna hop, skip, and a jump back in the desert.
That'd be the plan.
We tie
Everyone
ourselves
vote
together
yourselves
again, or
appropriately.
I mean,
Should
kinda
tie
have to.
ourselves in like half groups?
I
What?
just want to go on record that I do not agree with this plan.
Do you want to stay here?
which part of the
Yes.
Your objection has been noted.
I mean, I think we also should stay here because at some point someone's gonna come along.
unless they all get killed every time they try and get close, and then we're just literally trapped here.
I think by the second group they'll probably send someone much more capable once they realize 2 rotations have gone awry.
Also,
Well,
if
here's
people
And no
keep getting
check-in.
attacked in the middle of the desert, and that's not exactly an argument for going out into the middle of the desert.
Yeah, I'm not keen on getting attacked out in the middle of the desert.
I'm not particularly keen on sitting here for a day or longer, waiting for something to potentially show up that might not show up, that could put other people in danger via us sitting here.
Do we want to try and bait it out then, just right outside, and then come back in?
That's what we did before.
No, but like out in the desert, and then bait it back in.
I feel like we're making this more complicated than it needs to be. I think we should just get...
I feel you're making this more dangerous than it needs to be.
How would we bait it out?
I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't thought that far yet. I assumed our presence alone would probably be enough.
Not necessarily.
If someone can come up with a compelling plan for us staying here, then I'm all for it. But if the only thing that is keeping us here is, well, I don't like the idea of leaving, but I also don't have a better idea, then cool. Your objection is noted. We're going to leave.
Better visibility, defensible position, staying close together in a group.
Not being pulled off
Us?
away into the desert.
Our last known location.
Say that keeps us safe, and the only other person that knew we were here is now dead. And the guy that was here before us might also be dead. We have no way of knowing that. And so, again, while it may be safer for us to sit here, us is not the group of people, or at least not the only group of people, that I am concerned with.
What
Hey,
other
God.
group of people are you concerned with?
my people.
Hi.
Slapping on the goggles and looking outside, do I see anything within 50 feet of this place?
Nope. All sand.
Are you talking about your people that are back at the home base?
Yes.
I didn't realize the home base was that easy to infiltrate.
It's not, but the people are not always there. We leave from there to go everywhere else that we go, meaning they will be out and about in the sandstorm where they could be potentially hunted by whatever these things are.
So you'd rather that we be potentially hunted by what these things are?
I think Elias is concerned for the rest of the people in this operation, and I don't think it's a terrible idea. Like, we're arguing with the wall right here. Maybe it would be beneficial to consider going in two different groups. Again, I'm not saying this is what we should do, but I think this is because we're not going anywhere with this.
I think.
And sorry.
I just want to say I think splitting up is worse than both options, because then whoever does get attacked, there's less people to defend.
I would agree.
Splitting up is a death wish.
Yeah, I would agree. Splitting up is not. We may be in contention right now, and that is frustrating, but we're not going to split up because we're only leaving more people in danger by doing so.
So, just to... Sorry.
So y'all agree?
With how God, or I guess also Joshua, since you made this sandstorm, when we say sandstorm, it's like, what kind of visibility are we talking again?
Without the goggles, you can't see anything.
And then
With
with
your
the
goggles, you can see as you normally would, with the caveat of it, of essentially working how blind sight does a lot of the time. Like, you can see out to your normal range of vision. Everything else past that is black.
We can see 60 feet out from us.
Yeah.
So firebolt flare is probably not going to do anything.
Then no, unfortunately not.
You could probably cast it 10 foot in front of you and not be able to see it. At least not without goggles.
I think that I don't want to spend a whole lot of time rehashing and reiterating my point. I think I've articulated it fairly well. I think that the people leaving from our base of operations, especially considering they're moving out for patrols, are only going to be moving at most in groups of 2, unless they have reason to suspect that there's danger already. They are at a much greater they face a much greater danger out in this storm up against those creatures than we do. And so, yes, to answer your question, Hayne, I am more concerned about them than I am about us, because I think that we can handle ourselves, and I think that we're a large group of people that have a much better chance of fighting these things off than 1 or 2 people do on their own.
Do we think they would fall for like one of us out there as bait? Or are they too smart for that?
If it's one of us, it's gonna have to be me.
I mean, I was going to mention volunteers, but sure. But do you think that they'd take that bait?
I don't know how far scent is gonna be able to travel.
Not very.
I can smell them on... And just kind of gestures with his chin towards Garrett.
Like, the whole point of the sandstorm is that it is supposed to be a hard wall of communication,
Blackout.
cancellations. You can get communication blackout, visibility blackout. It is supposed to be impermeable, other than to the people who are given the ability to do so.
And so now that the sandstorm is being used by an enemy, is there a way to turn off the sandstorm?
We do not ever turn off the sandstorm.
And it's probably back at their operations, so here it's not effective.
Well, I just thought maybe it's at a third location that would be easier to access than the headquarters.
So if we send you out there as bait, what do? Just gonna stand there and hope they notice you? 'Cause we're out of blood. At least, you know, from a source who doesn't need it.
Well, fresh is best. The problem is I don't know how far they are. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're close enough to even know that we're here. They probably know we're here, but I don't know if they're lying in ambush just outside of our vision, or if they're waiting somewhere else. Because I'm assuming that other than on the corpse, I'm getting no scent of alien.
That's correct.
How much is sound dampened by this sandstorm?
Say, if you walk out there and take a listen, all you will hear is the sound of the wind. You can't hear anything else. Someone could be right up in your ear trying to talk to you, and you'll probably just barely.
So on a level of absolutely nothing to we can hear thunder.
You cannot hear thunder.
Thunder is just deafened in sand?
Yeah. Again, if it went off really, really close to you, you'd probably hear it a little bit, but it's not going to get very.
Insane.
Quite.
The whole point.
Well, if we want to see and check to see if there's like an ambush, I guess, sort of using said bait scenario, I could go with you, and if something happens, just pull us back.
Oh.
With the stepping that you wouldn't hear. With the silent step, I guess is what it would be called, since the thunder part would be kind of nullified.
Does that require you to be able to actually reach me?
Yeah, but I could just be invisible with you.
This thing's going to have a lot more maneuverability than you do, and if it attacks from an ambush position and grabs me and starts booking it, I don't think you're going to be able to make it to me.
No, but that's what I mean. I would be literally with you. I could literally be like a spider monkey on you.
I guess it's worth a shot.
Although theoretically I can only go as far as I could see, so we'd only be able to get like, 60 feet.
Do you not have Dimension Door?
No.
Okay.
I have Dimension Door.
Oh, well then just take the really small guy who you can literally carry. If you want to, Cantor, obviously I'm not throwing you out into the desert, but you know.
Just like you, dimension door is based on sight.
You can also
No,
describe.
it is not.
No, you can
Is
just
it
go
not?
by like distance, I'm
Nope.
pretty sure.
You you have to be able to see or describe place.
Yeah, which
Oh,
you
when
know
you can
this
visualize.
place.
I did not read that part. I apologize.
Yeah, that's the cool part of Dimension Door.
So if you
Yep.
would like, strap me to your back. And if needed, I can get us right back as long as we are within 500 feet of said building.
I do believe Dimension Door has very specific wording on size of creature, though.
Does that be like your size?
Your size or
or...
smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
Then
same
that
with the...
eliminates that.
Yep.
Alright, so I can do Thunderstep because you're my size. Not really. I mean, well, yeah, technically, but you know.
Wolfart's not that much bigger than me.
I know. In my mind, you're a giant for some reason.
Wolfart's only like 5'8". It's because you're still thinking Salvix, who was giant.
Yeah, who is huge. For some reason, in my mind, Wolfhard just exudes like big man energy.
Yeah,
As
I
a
mean the
not
Ferox
big
part
man.
definitely does.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. So before we go through with that, Hayne, you want to wait? How long would you wait before we have to decide what to do?
Oh god, he's dead.
Rest in peace.
That's a
Hank.
very complex question.
Because my worry with waiting is if this is some scorpion rider that's happened to just be infected with one of my kin, it will mutate. There is no if. It is only a matter of when. And if we wait too long, that creates more problems.
Ah, that is a variable I was not aware of.
Jaegers can manage to hold back the mutation, but if this isn't a Jaeger and it's someone who just got unlucky, we're looking at a matter of days on the far side.
But you're not sure if it hasn't already mutated or not.
I'm not. My only assumption that this might be someone who's not mutated is the sabotage explosion. Or the sabotage communication array, but it's possible it was sabotaged and then lost his shit and then ripped apart Garrett. I don't know. I don't know what we're dealing with here. So we can't say that as a guarantee. But someone who came in here would have to know that we're still here. I mean, I'm not exactly an infiltration expert or anything like that. I prefer to kick down the door and shoot anything that moves, but even then, I'd still check the place out before I start fucking with shit, you know?
Right. Well, you bring up an interesting point. If they know we're here and we leave, they may be waiting for us to immediately leave and then ambush us. Elias, is there another way out of here other than the main exit?
I think it's just the top floor. Like, these areas are meant to be rest areas. They're not. There's no like interconnected tunnels or anything like that.
Oh, it's one way in, one way out.
Yes.
All right. Well, if we go, I would like to go out first so that I can go out a different way and make sure that whatever was in here isn't waiting outside for us to get the drop on us as soon as we're outside of safety.
And you just want to leave through a different doorway. I mean, that's
He's gonna leave through a wall.
that's whatever you feel is appropriate. Just
I just asked if there was a different doorway, and you said no.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Well,
There's the
there-
4 open doorways on the small room of the first floor that is above, like, ground level, and that is the entrance into and out of the structure. Because the greater area, the larger area, the space that's actually used, is below ground. There is no exit below ground except for the staircase that goes up to that first floor area that has the cardinal direction doors, but that is it.
there are multiple doorways, but meaningfully, they don't lead anywhere else.
Yes.
Thank you for finally answering my question then.
That was something that I explained right away when we got here.
Moving on.
God, I hate fighting in unfamiliar terrain.
I mean, we could still go with that plan, and I can make you invisible, and then you could go through a door without having to. Wait, do those doors actually have doors, or were they just doors shaped like doors and were empty? I don't remember if
He
there were
was,
doors
he
on
was
the
able to
doors.
shut them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I sealed all but one of the entrances.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
I think it's like a garage door situation or something like that, where it's not like
Yeah.
a door, it's just like a slab.
Okay, well then, I guess regardless, one of them's already open, but I can make you invisible if you wanted to pop out one of the closed doors.
Could you also make his horse invisible?
Technically, yes.
The answer should be yes, yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I mean, if you want to do scouting in the most effective terrain, the most effective scouting possible, it would be on whatever you named your horse. I don't remember.
Grace.
Sure.
I guess technically by making Grace invisible, you riding Grace makes you invisible, right?
The other way around.
Yeah. And casting a spell on Hane also casts it on Grace. I think I guess it means you only have to spend a second level instead of a third level spell slot.
I could technically make both of them invisible in case he has to get off Grace, but and Grace can still be invisible.
Well, the problem, it's a good idea, but I wouldn't go with Grace, because if I was trying to scout out, it would be less about speed and more about stealth. And Grace herself is not the most stealthy creature.
I guess it makes sense. It's also heavier.
I was about to say it's a little heavier, thus stronger vibrations if the thing moves underground.
It definitely does the Scorpion. Whether we're dealing with someone riding a Scorpion or a mutate into a Scorpion. Either way, it'll be able to sense the fluctuation. Well, we either let you scout or we go do something stupid.
It is really stupid. We can start with scouting and see where that gets us. Yes, no, maybe.
Sure.
Alright, scouting wins.
I mean, maybe I missed something, but did you want to do that before we left or as we were leaving?
Before we left.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Wren, hold my head.
It's really my favorite.
It's so it gets me every time. I'm never ready for it. He'll take Hayden's hand.
Not hand. I thought he said head.
I did say head.
Oh, you
Because
said head? I thought you said
going soul.
hand.
No, he's going soul searching.
Gotcha. I do. Well, I also take your hand first because I have to touch you to cast invisibility, and then I'll take your head.
I feel like the first thing Hayne feels when his head pops off is just the flaring disgust from Ferox. He didn't say anything.
He doesn't need to.
Because I also don't think Ferox is conned on to the fact you can do that.
Before Hayne leaves, she's like, "Don't do anything stupid, or I'm gonna have to follow you out there to also do something stupid."
This entire thing is stupid. We're already past that point.
I wasn't talking to you.
Right.
Hmm.
I will do my best to not be stupid out there.
Good. As I am holding your head.
What's really funny is when I say that, it's coming from both the flame and the severed head at the same time.
Oh my
Wait, but does it do that all the time while you're out there? Is there
I
like a
don't
distance on your
know.
head?
Josh
We're
and
gonna
I
find
have
out.
not statted this out.
All right, cool. You know, just keep whispering shit out of the head, and we'll see how long it lasts.
God.
My
Terrible.
my
Wait, do you
My-
hear if I talk to the head?
my guess is that it would act the way like a familiar would be, where I would choose,
Within 100 feet. Yeah.
yeah, like I would choose which senses that I'm looking and hearing through.
Yeah, why not?
I love when
Your head
stupid
is
ideas just get like implemented.
Oh, that's amazing.
Here, hold my familiar. This is your head.
Yeah, and don't judge me.
Yeah, and with it, I am very familiar.
Alright, perfect. Well,
Just,
we send Hayne off.
just the steps in the sand receding and just. You know, that makes sense.
Technically, couldn't you hide your footsteps by just being like partially in the sand?
Yeah, true.
You just
Yeah,
makes himself
probably.
incorporeal, and then there is no trace of you in the sand.
There is no sand.
There's only sand. Alright, have fun at work, sweetie.
All right, want me to roll stealth, Josh?
Yes, please.
Josh, what's wrong with you?
He found his little GIF interaction fucking hilarious. And so now he's wheeze laughing about it.
Oh my
God.
Well,
He rolled a
Listen.
31, God.
Yeah, you feel pretty well hidden.
Sweet.
I don't think you're the last one to this party, Krista, but we all know your boyfriend's a simple man.
I wish I just understood this one. I really do. I don't, though.
You really don't. It's probably something incredibly stupid.
It's probably incredibly niche I've never fucking heard of the limited things he has watched in his life.
It's probably Family Guy or SpongeBob, and if it's not that, who knows?
Right. So the guy that was the
Yes.
most opposed to leaving is the first one to leave. Let's see what happens.
Ironic.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
I have.
How far
I'm
away
staring at
from
Hank's
the
head.
outpost are you wanting to go during your scout mission? Assuming that you don't get cut off sooner.
Well, the first thing I was gonna do is just like check around the outpost to make sure this thing wasn't like subtly hiding for like as soon as we leave.
Okay.
And-
It's been sitting on top since we got here, and we just haven't looked
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Probably.
It's actually
Alright.
a flying scorpion.
Yeah, you can go ahead and either make
Oh,
a
boo, don't
perception
put that
or
in the world.
investigation check.
I know what I'm doing.
Perception, clearly.
Obviously.
Well, now I have to. No.
What, you don't search with animal handling? You
Athletics.
don't.
I actually
don't-
search with religion, thank you very much. I'm trying to find
That is a
God,
check,
duh.
You're playing the wrong character for that.
I'm
Alright.
actually using thieves' tools to sieve through the sand.
You brought a little sandcastle, make a kid.
Yeah.
Man, we haven't found shit.
You comb around the outside of the outpost and find you are alone.
Oh,
Nothing but your thoughts, echoing endlessly onto eternity.
I will check a 60-foot perimeter around the outpost to make sure this thing isn't hiding. And I would like to check as well to make sure that it didn't like bury itself in the sand by incorporeally swimming through the sand.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just keep your roll for that. You search around the 60-foot perimeter, and you still find your party is alone.
Mike, I just want to say, I really enjoy this character of yours.
Thank you.
I swim through the sand. Pardon?
Land shark.
No, that was last campaign.
Give it time.
This is actually a prequel to that campaign. Hain is the land shark.
Oh
Listen,
god.
Hain gets the
If-
curse of the Blottrel.
look, man. Sometimes it feels like every session that we're just jumping it.
Wait
so.
a minute.
Not the plot.
We're jumping the land shark.
Mm.
Sounds like a shitty sci-fi movie.
Like a D movie.
You shitty sci-fi movie.
Thanks.
So nothing immediately and nothing within 60.
Bigfoot resurrection.
Correct.
All right. Looks like everything is clear, I say through my head.
Oh.
I'm literally sitting and I'm just holding Hane's head like on each side with my hands like a decent-ish distance away from my face, and I'm just staring, waiting for anything. It looks real weird.
Orca's like right next, well, not right next to Wren, but like close to Wren, just like watching the head. When he starts speaking, she probably jumps a little bit.
I don't jump at all. I'm prepared.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's not fucking weird.
Wait, Hane, can you still hear us? I ask. The head.
No response.
Shit.
I'm not going blind and deaf in the middle of the sandstorm. You crazy?
Pick one then. Bring your other sense back, and then just bring hearing.
No. I don't think that's how that works.
It's not how this
All or
works.
nothing.
It's all or nothing.
I know,
You just
I know.
I either pick the head or I pick the flame.
Just go hunker in the sand and do it in there.
Start burying myself in
Yeah.
sand like a fucking spider.
Yeah, and then you're safe.
The necklace of this what was it? Spider dwarf, whatever.
The frozen amulet from
This is
Trivia,
exactly
yeah.
the wrong fucking way. How did you get this lost? You dumb son of a bitch.
She's like, you're so fucking stupid. I even gave you a goddamn map.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
My God, you just can't get good help these days.
Do you even know what sand is? It's the opposite of snow.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna tell you something, but you don't fucking hear me, so you know what? Have fun, buddy.
I don't hear that either.
I know.
Yeah.
Wren just being like, I want to shake his head just to try and get the message through, but I don't think it's gonna work. He's not a magic 8-ball.
I don't think that's how this works.
I know.
It's not how any of
What
this
did you give him?
works.
Shaken Haynes syndrome.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh
you
my
shake your baby
God.
shake
Right.
syndrome. I was gonna say that, but I was like, no, I shouldn't. But alright.
I mean, someone has to.
Are you guys coming out here, or should I come back inside? Tap on
Well,
my
you were
face
scout-
once if you're coming in, or if you want me to come in. Tap on my face twice if you're coming out.
I look at the group like, do we go?
I say let's go.
Unless we have to
This is a-
strategize anything else, we
I was
could
gonna
go.
say this is like a speak now or forever hold your peace kind of situation. So a go from Orca, a go if we're ready, I guess, from Cantor.
I suppose.
Oh my god, they're dead.
I just like squeeze Haynes like cheek a little bit so he can feel something.
Ah!
Not hard. Just enough so
was-
you know I'm alive.
It was startling.
Oh. I guess we'll just assume Elias is a yes, as he wanted to leave the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I thought that was implied.
Listen, I was just checking. You could have changed your mind.
We always ask for
Ferox.
consent here. Excuse you.
Do we?
No.
I've been
Mr.
picked up a
Grumpy
few
Pants?
times without being asked.
Does anyone have any objections to leaving?
Right now, the only person I'm waiting to hear from is Ferox.
He thinks we're all idiots anyways, so I mean, does that really count?
Sure, but he still gets a vote. Or do you want to say you want to go?
At this point, if we're waiting, we're just waiting for it to come to us.
All right.
We're
If
fighting on
that's-
its terms.
I like look back at Hayne and realize I forgot which one is which. I think it was 2 for us leaving.
No, it's one.
Was it 1 for us leaving?
No, one
Yes,
was for him
No,
coming
for him
back.
to
was
come
for him
back,
coming-
No, you're right. You're right.
Go.
Yeah, you're right.
Good. All right. Ferox is trying to fucking fuck with me now.
No, that's
I
not
know.
Ferox, it's me.
I know, but could you imagine? I give Hayden 2 gentle taps. Let him know we're on the way.
Alright, good.
Just a hard crack across each cheek. Just whack, whack.
Whoa, no. I will recast mage armor on myself. Wait, it lasts 8 hours. Has it been 8 hours? How long has it
No.
been?
It's
Lost
been
track of time.
3 at most.
We took the short rest, and in my brain that was way longer, but short rests are like, what, an hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
never
it's been
mind.
4 at most.
Yeah. All right, never mind then. We're chilling.
Wait, it's been 4 hours?
Yeah, because we waited.
We waited
Oh,
at least
yeah.
2 hours, and then we took a short rest, and then I'm assuming
And
this
we've been digging
discussion
around,
time and the searching time, I said roughly an hour, so
Safe assumption.
roughly 4 hours.
All right.
I'm never going fishing with any of you.
Well, good, because I sunburn.
This also isn't fishing.
I
This
thought
we
we
also-
already went
are-
fishing.
not
once.
fishing. This is way
Are
different
we
than
going
fishing.
on the? We're losing the plot again. Are we tying ourselves to each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do the rope chain.
All right, strap me in.
Yeah. Just so that way, if it grabs one of us and tries to book it, it has to drag all of us.
Yeah.
That, and we'd at least know where that person went.
No,
The
rather
rope
than
would
just
tell
up.
us that direction.
All right. We once again put Mel in the middle for her psychic link.
Yeah, rather than just up. One of us is gone. Guess they're dead.
I don't want Haynes' poor head to get full of sand, so I put it away
Cue Mel just getting snatched from the fucking ground.
in the
Fine.
middle, and we all just get sucked in. Could you imagine? And then we hit the sand.
All right. You guys wander out into the sand,
Yay.
We did it.
and you make your way toward the next checkpoint.
All right.
Did we run into Hayne on the way?
I
hope
assume
Hayne
so.
finds us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's never seen or heard from again. New character.
I just have your
yes.
head with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that sounds fucking traumatizing. Last thing he told me was, "Hold on to my head," and
Yeah.
disappeared.
Can you imagine? Ren would just you just find her in the middle of the night talking to this head in the corner like a psychopath.
Well,
I
listen.
That-
can never
Listen,
cast
mine.
invisibility on anybody again.
Listen.
Then they disappear for
They
real.
Yeah. They just Hayne went to get milk and never.
Look,
Oh my god!
Wren holding on to Haynes' head already makes her look way more like a Calypto's cultist than anything else she's done. Haynes
I know,
is
really
disappearing into the midden, and her starting to talk to that thing. Farrak's be like, "All right,
Yeah, I'm really trying to rep. I'm trying
Putting
to rep
down for
my
safety-
new little.
putting her down for
intern.
safety reasons."
Is that what it's called now? Just for safety reasons?
All right.
Alright,
Yes.
Into the sand.
Into the sand.
Yeah.
Approximately 26 minutes into the walk.
Yep.
Wow, did you roll that, or are you just
No,
deciding
I've been
arbitrarily?
keeping rough track.
Oh, okay.
I need. I almost said Hayne. It's not Hayne. I need Wren
Oh.
and Mel
Oh. Oh no,
Shit.
the shark.
to make charisma
people.
saving throws.
No!
Track and share.
Oh!
Oh man.
Well, one of you is good at these.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just want to say,
Let's go.
Oh,
Yes!
man.
All right. Nothing happens.
Oh,
Shit, but we also don't know.
Yep. You also are completely unaware of any of the potential of anything happening.
yeah,
Well, that's a fucking
Alright.
threat. It's fine.
yeah, it is.
So yeah, you guys wander through.
Oh man, this
The
fucking
desert.
blows.
Eventually arriving at the third checkpoint.
Is there a guard here?
There is a guard here.
Oh, thank God he's not dead.
Is the guard a scorpion
Yeah.
man?
Is the guard alive?
The guard is alive. The guard is not a scorpion man.
Actually, a scorpion.
The guard is Garrett.
What
Uh-huh.
the fuck? I think we all look at Elias like, bruh.
Guys, Garrett has like 5 brothers or something.
Well, but they were all also dead.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Question, real quick.
Yeah.
This is for, well, technically it would be for Elias. Did Elias take the head out of the fridge when we left?
yes, yes.
I was just curious whether or not. So, okay. So
So
you
no,
have
I
his
was
head.
like, I'd be like, hey Garrett,
Oh, hey guys.
could Hey, just before we come over, I just need you to do what? Just stay right there for a second, okay? I think I got something stuck in my bag. And
Okay.
Kantor, could you come over here? I need you to help me with this.
Did you say Kantor?
Yeah, Kantor.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I'll come over.
As soon as Elias calls this guy Garrett, I'm soul checking the crap out of him.
So that was my hope.
Okay.
I'm watching behind us.
So I would kind of turn away from new Garrett, and I'd pull old Garrett out of my bag, and I'd be like, Kantor, are your magic eyes still on?
I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Yeah, it's a normal head. Hayden, this person is trying to disguise himself.
Son of a bitch.
Dope. I'm not invisible anymore, right? It only
It
lasts
was-
an hour.
No,
No,
it,
it's
it
only
took
an
us
hour.
3 hours to get here. Yeah.
Cool.
So I was just very...
Not only that, but you would also be able to tell that there's about 1,000 souls made up in this one Garrett.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Cool. I would like to. I would like to. Garrett.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my god.
Take out the assassin wire, wrap it around his neck, and pull him down into the sand.
Okay. You don't get that far.
Damn it.
As you pull the wire around his throat, his body shatters,
Yeah.
and about 1,000 small scorpions break from him.
Gross and weird.
And before they quickly bury themselves into the sand.
This is gonna sound weird, and I don't mean it the weird way, but Mel like climbs Wolfheart or Ferox.
Like a tree,
How-
just like
Far away was he from us?
20 to 30 feet.
Okay.
That was not Garrett.
No.
I'm guessing
No.
that happens too fast for anyone to react to it. Really,
I would assume so.
you're God.
Pose, trying to avoid any potential
Then yes.
stacking up.
You don't just say I assume so. You choose.
So, sorry, just real quick to place ourselves. We're technically still on the sand.
Yes.
Garrett was like in the doorway waiting for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he would have been in the room at that point, but yeah,
Well, you know.
in the building. Yes.
What are the chances that he rigged the crystals of this one too?
I would say...
I'm
Yes.
concerned that those scorpions are about to come out of the ground as a bigger scorpion. Can we please go inside?
Yeah, we should go inside.
We shall also make sure the inside is clear too.
Alright. Yeah, you guys enter inside. One of the first things that you find is a body of a guard that would have been here.
Oh god.
Actually, this is the body of the guard that was at the post the last time.
When we got there.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he cut in half
we-
too?
Oh, yeah.
Did we get that guy's name?
Nope.
No.
You guys didn't
Oh.
talk to him.
Okay.
Oh, Chet.
Why is it always a
I'm here
Chet's
for
been
it.
chopped.
Oh, okay.
chopped
Well,
chat?
Chopped you betcha.
look what you did.
Can we go to the crystal room here?
That's yeah. That's what I was saying.
Say we can. I would almost certainly assume it's been, rigged to blow like the last one was.
Right,
yes,
but now we
No.
know, and we can try to disarm it first.
I'm not staying in that room.
either magically or manually. Yeah, we can be out of the room this time.
Well, I mean,
I
if
mean,
I'm doing it, then I have to be right up in it. But I'm
Yes.
good at
Well,
avoiding things, so
it-
Yeah.
I mean, its workings are more mechanical than they are magical, so it's probably more my purview than anyone else's. But
I mean, if you're
Well-
volunteering to go get blown up, maybe, then sure, let's go.
That's also assuming that the trap is based off the technology that the crystals are based off of.
there.
I could
And I,
always
yeah,
detect
and I certainly don't mind a second set of eyes. Let's go take a look.
And magical ones. I bring Cantor.
Was that about
Coming with
consent
me,
earlier?
bud. Yoink.
Cantor and I are a duo. He sees it, I dispel it. All right, we're a team. We've got this down, kind of. We're still working on it sometimes.
I think we've done it once.
No, we've done it like at least that I know of twice.
Okay, twice. So that's gotten it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I
season
said gotten it
dispelled.
down, kinda. We're getting there. Practice makes perfect. Let's go.
All right. The 4 or more of you, depending on who else tags along, go to the crystal room and find that it is not trapped, but it is already destroyed.
Ah, that tracks.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Well,
I was just in the hallway. I just didn't want to be in the room when it exploded.
As you guys are in there staring at it, looking at it, it's destroyed. You just hear, no magic.
Thank you, Kantar.
it's like, do they?
Damn, I wish I had mending.
You know, they don't. It is so expensive to make these.
All right, well, we've
Are you seriously talking about money right now?
I don't think they
We've-
care.
yeah, you can lament about the cost of this product later. What do we do now? We've sort of circled back to where we were just at.
And now we leave again.
Yeah, we
Oh,
need to keep
oh.
moving.
How long is the fuck?
3.5.
Is it 3.5 for the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, we should leave before it can get the chance to set up another ambush.
But the problem is, it probably already has. It was probably hoping that we would dither like we did. But we won't know until we get there.
And it's also very possible it knew about the scorpions in that thing and knows that we're here and that we're possibly heading their way.
Well, here's the thing. These outfits here may not be very heavily fortified defensively, but that's because, again, they're typically not needed to be. But once we get to where we're going, it's a whole different ball game. Like, there are fortifications upon fortifications upon fortifications in my home. Like, if this thing and its rider or whatever it is that's doing this show up, 2 things on their own are not enough to get very far into the interior of my home.
Hey, God, I have a question.
Yep.
When Cantor's got his magic eyes up, does he notice anything different about Mel and I?
Nope.
Cool.
Sorry, Melano. Same
Fuck
joke 2
off.
weeks later.
God damn
I was
it.
gonna say, just use that one.
I know, but it's such a banger. You gotta gotta
It's
get
a
this.
banger.
I gotta get the mileage out of it, you know. I only got this campaign.
Yeah, after this, Tori can no longer play D&D.
Oh no, Mel
This is it,
suddenly
I'm-
attacks her. Where did this come from?
Whoa. She will be missed.
My enemies
R.I.P.
surround
in
me.
peace.
And missed again. And missed again. Mel, why are you trying to hit her with your staff? You're not that strong. Come on.
Fired that I missed.
2 quarterstaffs going at it, like fuck, damn it, God.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Alright, let's
Um,
fucking go.
Oh, I also check with Hane when we get here if he wants his head back, but
I mean,
it is kind of practical. If you
yeah,
need it.
in case he tries to be another dead person.
All right. I have no qualms with this. And I hold on to Haynes. I put Haynes' head back in the bag.
All this time, Orca's just been like glaring and muttering at like the dead body, and she's just like clearly just trying to process everything, and she's just done.
Does Haynes'
He's
head
so-
count as a creature?
No.
It counts
I'd
as
be like-
part of a creature.
I was like, because what if I just send message? I could just cast message at his head. Would he get it in his body?
God. Wait.
If we're going off familiar rules, no.
Damn it, that would have been so cool. That would have been like the best telephone ever.
That would have been, yeah.
Fuck you, cup on a string. I've got head in my hands.
God.
Anyways, moving on. We leave.
Although, of all the heads for that to work on, it would be Haynes because it just spent the last 10 years being the subject of psychic experiments.
Exactly. That's how I was like, man, be wicked.
Another time.
I'm just gonna start practicing all of my message, any spell I can think of on Haynes' head, consensually.
Yeah, so, as we're like, well, we better go. Mel just like quick, like basically shakes herself off like a dog almost to get all the extra sand off. Be like, okay, let's go.
Round 2. Yeah, I prestidigitate. The moment we ever come in from the sand, I'm just like, prestidigitate. I'm just like, whoosh! And I am perfectly sand free.
Alright, so you guys are taking off toward the entrance?
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah,
that you're
to
asking us
find-
that we're heading towards the entrance, because that was implied. But yeah, sure.
I'm just making sure you're not.
Because we're going to find a scorpion
Weird.
friend.
Yeah, we are.
As you guys leave the...
We go out a different way. The one that we can't went in.
We go out
Jesus.
the door that we just invented.
Well, there's 4 ways in and out. We pick one at random, but like not the one we came from.
That's Elias.
Roll a D4, Josh.
Case that goes out
Oh my God.
into the desert. Basement.
You go out the door that faces the entrance.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, yes, the door that faces west.
Exactly. As you guys do
It
go
goes
out,
north.
you do notice tiny shifting movement beneath your feet.
Oh god.
Nothing comes scurrying out.
I'm going
Do
to
you have
grab
tremor
one.
sense?
Okay.
Oh,
Make an athletics check.
do it.
Tremor sense, anyone?
Okay, yeah, that's high enough.
No.
You reach down and grab one of these scorpions.
How big are they when you say little?
Normal scorpion size, I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
normal scorpion. The palm of your hand.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger.
This is ultimately going nowhere because Ferox has none of his abilities and therefore can't tell if this thing is connected psionically to its host. But he just stares at it really fucking hard for a minute and then just crushes it.
Okay.
Weesh.
Wait, Josh.
Yeah.
Sahara scorpion or Savannah scorpion?
Sahara.
Okay, we're fine, guys.
You 50
I don't understand the difference.
I did.
Savannah scorpions are much smaller and a lot more venomous.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I went with the correct one then.
Well, we begin our journey. Yay, being followed by these. Are they like under our feet like all the time?
No, just as you leave.
Okay,
Yeah, just where they fell into the sand before.
horrifying.
As soon as we get
I
a
keep-
range, you should toss a fireball.
Oh.
I was gonna do something similar, but a lot
Quicker.
smaller and cheaper.
I mean,
Oh, with
Bunch us up on this
the,
patch
the,
of
the
sand.
dagger.
Yeah, I was gonna use the blistering bolt to just shoot any that are like following in our wake.
Yeah, they don't follow you guys out. They just stay there.
No.
Just a tiny detail.
Freak us out.
Let you know that they're there. Yep.
We keep on keeping on.
You know, in case we forgot from when they were there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you guys head out. I believe it was a 2-hour walk.
3.5. I
3.5
think to get to the end.
to get to the entrance.
I don't know. I'm not the one who decided time.
I wasn't either.
And I think the time decider is conveniently decided to not be here to answer questions.
Time is a
Amazing.
construct.
How long between the last checkpoint and making it? It's 3.5 hours, right?
No, I had that incorrect. It was 2.5 hours to get to the
Okay.
last. Yeah,
Okay. So you travel for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Ah!
Also, at some point my mage armor wears off. Definitely, I cast it again.
Okay.
I figured you would probably recast that before we leave, knowing now.
Sure. Doesn't really matter. I do it at some point, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It is redone.
yeah. Understandable.
Travel for
Anyways.
2 hours and 15 minutes. Before you come across a graveyard.
Oh.
By a graveyard, I mean a shitload of Sand Sea Marauder corpses.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Like fresh?
Some of them.
I was like, can you
Varying
tell?
states of.
Not decay, but
Eroding.
definitely getting chopped up by the storm.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, they're
meat
probably
erosion.
shredded.
Yeah.
Morosion.
Yeah, meat erosion.
Like cheese grater shredded.
Ugh.
That's a
And
lovely
when you say a
image.
shitload, what are we?
As far as the
35.
XP, oh Jesus. Is it just Marauders or also like the snake mounts they use?
Just Marauders.
Any ghosts?
No.
Oh,
I mean, it's also entirely likely that even if they were, they wouldn't be able to communicate because it would be lost to the tides.
I point at Elias and I cast message. I'm like, is that normal?
Say you can't really see his face because he's got the scarf and the goggles on, but his face, like you can tell he's making eye contact with you, and there is an intense anger emanating off of his body.
So mad he can't respond for once. So this is how we get Elias to stop arguing. We just make him really mad.
You start murdering people.
Only his people.
Murder those people he cares about most in this world. That's a fantastic way to shut him up.
Fuck yeah!
Elias is the Billy Anakin Skywalker.
No, he's kind of the reverse Anakin Skywalker. He loves sand.
I take a look around. Is there anything living here?
Would you like to inspect each of the bodies individually?
No, I meant, is there anything living here that's about to come out and try and kill us?
Make a perception check.
Oh, hell yeah, in the sand. Let's go.
I'm also assuming detect magic doesn't detect anything.
From where you're currently at, no. Meaning that nothing within your radius is magic.
24.
24. It looks like a graveyard. Bunch of corpses. You don't see anything that's gonna jump out at you.
Is it accurate to call it a graveyard or a massacre site?
I think massacre site is more.
Massacre site's probably more accurate, yeah.
Yeah, because graveyard implies that they were buried here intentionally. This is just corpses strewn about the sand.
It's a murder
Did you say
scene if
there
you
were
would.
like a Friday
varying
night.
levels of decay?
5
There's
levels of decay.
no decay.
Sorry, varying levels of, like, I don't know, time-worn... or are they all, like,
Erosion
the same?
from the sand.
Yeah, sand erosion, or is it all the same?
Some of them are heavily sandblasted, others are not.
Yeah.
So it's a massacre over time?
I mean, it could be a
Well,
massacre.
not
over-
much.
As people are leaving for patrol or probably other jobs, they're getting not very
Snaps.
far out and then getting killed.
I see. Gotcha. Sorry.
And because the sand is
Gotcha.
raging super hard at all times, it would cause
Yes.
accelerated decay.
Gotcha.
Which only tells you these have not been here for very long.
Are we still at the same point where on the map? Or are we...
Oh, we'd be closer to the middle. at
Oh,
this point.
sorry. Yeah, you'd be... Yeah, right about there.
Oh, nice.
For a second, it didn't move for me, so I'm just like,
Same.
Right
Yes.
there. We've gone nowhere. Well, there's not really anything we can do, so we should probably keep going.
We're going inside.
We're what?
Okay. I believe he said we're going inside.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. I heard we're going.
Yeah, it cut off at the end, but yeah, I think inside.
Yeah.
I mean, Elias is at the helm, so we just follow him. And I assume we're going.
Yeah. No, we would just say Elias would, internalize his anger, be like, this is not the time. You have to. It's a word has to be given. You have to go inside. Go inside. So he just proceeds forward.
Okay. As you begin moving through the corpses, suddenly,
Yeah.
God damn it.
as you pass by one of the bodies,
No. No.
a pair of pincers
Oh.
bursts from the sand,
Oh.
Oh, nice.
grabbing both Elias and Wren.
Oh.
As I rolled randomly to see who got grabbed, the
Wow,
only one that
that's
couldn't just melt.
crazy.
She's in the middle.
That's crazy.
No, the triangle.
So, my point of note, who was carrying me?
It'd be Mel,
I
I'm
was-
pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We would put you in the middle with her.
So the
Fuck. I'm made of paper.
Yes, you are.
And scissors beats paper.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Good thing you got those temporary hit points back, huh?
I know.
But he
And
also
glass
pulled
ball-
the rock, so it's kind of.
Yeah, and the Rock played the Scorpion King, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Maybe fairer than you think.
So Elias,
Yes.
the pincers come out of the ground, reach up, grab you right in the midsection,
Mhm.
Oh, fuck.
closer to more of your upper torso,
Oh,
Right.
which nearly collapses one of your lungs as you
Oh.
take 25 slashing damage.
Okay.
As I rolled a crit.
Oh.
So, well, thanks to that 16 temporary hit points, I'm only actually taking like
9.
9 of that. So,
Yeah. And you are grappled and restrained.
Hmm.
Wren, you take 14 slashing damage. And are also grappled and restrained.
Hell yeah, temporary points.
And then immediately following that, the stinger
Oh no.
comes flying out overhead.
Uh-oh.
Let's see who that goes up against.
Oh.
That goes to Orca.
God damn it.
So Orca, you take 18 piercing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a con save.
Okay.
At least it's a
You
con
really only
save.
take 2 damage. Cause
Okay, yeah.
Damn.
You manage to stave off the poison.
If Josh said int save, I was going to be done.
How many slashing damage or piercing damage
It
did I
was
have?
18 piercing damage.
So you
18
only
piercing
actually
damage.
Take 2.
2. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Come here.
And then, oh god, as the quote unquote lifeless form also rises with it of the body that was there,
Oh god.
2 spear jabs come out to you guys as well. So this is at, let's see, this would be Cantor and Mel.
Oh, damn.
Awful.
So Cantor, you take 21 piercing damage, and then Mel, you take 25 piercing damage.
God damn.
Jesus.
assuming this is basically a surprise round because obviously we didn't notice it.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone here has. Hayden has the alert feat.
I have the new alert feat, which does not
Does it
give
not
you
give
immune to
that?
surprise.
Damn.
Is this real sand?
Wow.
Wow. Wait a minute.
That's real. That's like a fucking picture close-up of a beach.
Why
I
does it
know,
look so
right?
grainy?
I'm like, you can't fool me. That's fucking sand.
It's coarse.
I mean, it is a
and
sand
rough
bath, so
and irritating, and it's
Mhm.
getting everywhere.
It is getting everywhere.
Wow.
There we go.
This is not a place you want to be.
I like how I see everyone's health bar, but Elias's.
Yeah.
Right, that's what
So I see mine.
Oh, is that still?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Roll
There you go.
initiative.
Have fun, yep.
Oh, I was hit armor class.
Yeah,
But
go
that's
ahead.
the button you hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
roll AC.
Lol.
No. I don't want to be that high up, you guys.
Too bad, you're that high up.
Give me a second. My roll 20 is choosing violence.
I mean, you're not first.
Hey, Mel, you want to switch?
What are you at?
14?
Oh, sure.
All right, I'll switch with Mel then.
All right.
Initiative.
We can just do that.
I have the
Yeah,
alert
yeah,
feat.
yeah.
feat.
Oh, okay.
The new one.
All right. So Hayden goes to
Hey,
18.
look at that.
And Mel goes to 14.
And because he switched, now he goes twice.
Yep. Funny how that happens.
How convenient.
Okay.
I'm confused, but okay.
Because Trig
The-
also rolled 18.
Yeah.
Ah. Numbers, doing numbers.
Doing numbers?
Yeah, I
Do math.
I did our big grocery shop today in the bullshit heat. And then my nap was not great afterwards, so I'm just kind of
Here.
Want to talk about bullshit
existing.
heat? On Monday, the city of Montreal was hotter than Cairo.
That is
Josh.
bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trig would actually go before Hayne because it's going off of where Mel would have been.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Saw the picture of the scorpion dude. I'm like, oh, who changed their character picture?
Me. I'm a scorpion now.
All right. Everybody got
My-
their damage, right?
My class is Pinchy.
Pinchy. Now to
Okay.
remember how to fight.
And my background, angry.
So, Elias, you are first. You are grappled and restrained.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use bonus action. Move myself feet away using my presence of shadow. So I just disappear in a black fog, reappear here. Then I'm just gonna look at this guy and I'll be like, it's too loud for me to quip. Suppose I'll just have to shoot him. So, and then I'll just raise up my arm that's got the big electrified gauntlet on it, and you watch as it all transforms as I put my other hand on the side of it into what looks like the barrel of a cannon. And then I just start firing at this guy.
Then I
Don't
just
hit
started
me.
blasting.
Oof. Unfortunate.
Those both miss. Yeah, he just kind of ducks out of the way of both shots.
Well, he knows what's coming. But anyway, yeah, that's bonus action and action, and I'm not gonna move from here necessarily. Maybe I guess I'll just move a little bit back so that if he has to chase after me, or if he decides to chase after me, at least then putting distance between him and the larger group, so. Right there. That's my turn.
All right. Cantor.
There's somebody riding the scorpion, right?
Yes.
Oh, good. He's my target.
All right.
Oh,
Oh. Ooh.
All right.
Damn.
He automatically succeeds.
Oh.
Well, then he's a
Seem
dick.
to being sharp.
Yep, and takes no damage.
He will take 5d10.
You would
He's
still
immune
take
to
the
psychic.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
then.
okay.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
You
All
still
right.
suck.
Homeboy's got a brain.
I don't know. Maybe Josh forgot. That's what I had to say. Mental Prison is like the only spell that.
Yep, that deals damage on. Saves like
yeah, that does the same damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
good attempt,
That's-
Yeah.
Oh, that's all the
Yeah.
main attacks are psychic, unfortunately.
Yeah, you got Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I
Tried
know.
and
I'm just
true.
saying all my strong spells are psychic
Yeah.
lance, synaptic static, and mental prison. Psychic, and psychic.
Oh yeah.
The scorpion might not be immune to psychic.
Which is what I was going to try in the next round, but for now, that's all I can do.
If they don't count as the same thing, considering there's only one token.
Yeah.
All right, Trig.
Gone.
Gun. Trig is going to use his bonus action to give Hane advantage on his next attack, and then he will attack the guy.
All right.
Kill the man.
The man in the mythical legend.
All right, yeah, 18 hits for 11.
Plus an extra 10.
Hey.
Plus an extra 10. All right, anything else for Trig?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Aim.
All right. Let me just double check the radius of this.
Radiant explosion.
Hold up. For some reason I didn't write down the wave effect.
Fool.
I know. I'm an idiot. I'm a chump.
Fool. Aroo. A debutante. I don't know what that means.
All right.
A dirty talent is a hooligan.
Oh. Hayne is definitely a debutante then.
Gee,
just a quick
thanks.
question so I can keep planning my turn for my turn. Does restrained, its condition of your attack rolls have disadvantage? Does that also
Attack rolls
apply to
have
spell attack?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
All
you.
attack rolls.
Just checking. Thank you.
Okay. 15-foot diameter, so it would only hit them. I'm going to shoot at the guy and subsequently the scorpion
Sure.
with a explosive round from my gunblade.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, 15 hits.
Sweet.
Needs to make a deck save.
Plus. Oh,
All right, he just barely made the save.
Is
all
that-
right. What's the scorpion has to make the deck save.
We count as one entity.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's
That's
one.
why one token.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That might
yeah,
be
fair.
different. You still get the sneak attack though.
Okay. Does the
So I guess-
fire do half on save?
What is that?
So the
based
the
on?
deck save would only be for any additional creatures.
Oh, okay.
So the base damage is exploding in the guy's face.
Gotcha. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it just ignore the two then if it's.
Oh, does it have the explosive properties? That's what's up?
It has the explosive property. Yeah.
I don't think you technically make a second damage roll. It's just half of the damage roll you get, which means explosive with sneak attack is really good because it includes sneak attack in the roll.
That is good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just take that off the macro, and it doesn't matter anyway because it's the dex save is still only for additional creatures.
Right, yeah, it doesn't matter in this case, but going forward.
Yeah, that is good to know.
I'm pretty sure. And if it doesn't, well, fuck it, who cares?
As my bonus action, I'll also shoot with a regular shot of the gunblade. Only 13.
Second gun.
Oh wait, that technically has advantage because of the Vex property. Haha,
Oh.
even better.
Oh yeah, 28 definitely hits. I heard 15 damage.
Should only be 10, setting his dex.
But I didn't add the dex on the explosive one because that's technically the offhand is the explosive.
Valda's firearms don't add your dex to damage.
Oh,
That's why they should be rolling with 2 dice. You may have to go back and rework how your gunblade rolls its damage.
I mean, I just took the stats from the regular gun sword, but I will go back and look to see if it's supposed to be different. Oh no, because it's 1d10 plus 1. So would that, instead of being a d10 plus 1, be a d12 then? And then it would just be 2d6 instead of a d12?
Hold up. The gun sword I'm seeing for the ranged is 2d6.
Right, but I've since added other things to it, which changes the damage value.
This is probably something that's best resolved after game.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is
We'll go
the
for it.
turn.
Okay. Part.
Oh my god, a combat where I'm not immediately fucking knocked out? Amazing.
I could change that.
Give it at least 6 seconds.
I'm going to bonus action shift. Oh, that would give me gain temp HP, but I choose which one to keep. I'm obviously going to keep the 16 because it's more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that works. Yeah, and then I guess I'll just go in with my big claw. I'm guessing because the storm is raging, I can't tell which one of these has that alien sent to them.
Correct.
Okay. And that would be an action to check if they have some sort of weird connection. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing slashing damage with this. I guess... Is it one AC or is it 2 separate ACs?
It's 1 AC.
Okay. So it doesn't really matter which one I'm attacking then. Got it.
Correct.
Okay. Attack 1. I think that misses.
Yeah, 14 misses.
Attack 2. That'll hit.
That definitely hits for 17 damage.
Ooh. My momentum tracker ticks up by 1. Yeah, bonus action. I don't want to move. So we'll call that there.
Alright. On its turn. Let's see. We're gonna roll.
Ow.
again.
It hurt.
See who he attacks. Looks like, since numbers have shifted slightly, looks like Wolfheart, Wren, and
Got fucked up.
yeah,
Got fucked up.
Wolfheart, Wren, and Hane are getting the attacks here.
Okay.
What's
I
your
see
AC,
some.
Wolfheart?
17.
Okay, so then the stinger just hits you.
I will. I'm gonna use my reaction. I'm just trying to figure out which one of my focus arts to use for that.
Okay. While you're figuring that out, I'll roll this
Yeah.
spear against Wren. Oh god. That's a
Yeah.
crit.
Did it
Now-
hit me? I am
Yeah.
gonna use up my reaction.
Well, for shield because it's a crit.
It's not. No. I'm going to use
Oh, okay.
my reaction to silvery barbs
Oh, silvery barbs. Yeah.
and pray he doesn't crit again.
Who are you giving the advantage to?
I guess I'll give it to Orca since her turn's coming up.
Thank you.
I'll go for dodge step and make a dex save. Hey.
Alright.
Since you said it just hits, I'm assuming that it was a 17.
Yep.
Okay, so then I succeed the dex save, so I just juke.
Okay.
Move 5 feet.
Yep. Okay, so then I'll roll one more time against Wren. That still hits.
Yeah, I figured, but at least it's not a crit.
Yeah, you take 21 piercing damage.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's better than the 47 that
Yeah,
you would
I
have taken.
know. I know.
Oh, sorry, 49 that you would have taken. And then
How much? Wait, sorry. What was the new total? Was how much?
it's 21.
21.
And then, of course, I immediately had to roll a crit following that against Hane.
You know, maybe
no,
I should
not my
have gone
boyfriend.
first.
Well, see, you dodged the crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dodged it right to Hane. Hane,
Well,
you
see-
take 54 piercing damage.
Oh,
I will uncanny dodge.
yeah.
You don't say.
Down to 27.
Krista, you were saying?
Minus 16.
Yeah.
I was gonna hit it with misfortune anyways, but I don't help us too much right now.
I mean, it will help prevent crits in the future.
Yeah.
Ren, the claw that's grabbing you crushes in. You take another 14 damage.
Oh, no. I keep trying to walk away from my computer to go get something, and I have to keep walking back to take more fucking damage.
Maybe you should say something.
No, it's fine. That's why I have my headset on. I just think he's done, and then he's just not done.
No, it's never.
Oh, I
That,
like
that is
how-
done now, though. So, Mel, your turn.
I like how
Hi.
the health bars aren't moving.
I can see. I saw yours move. It's just
Yeah, yours is moving.
it doesn't get to update for yourself, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, Paragon of the Balance. Paragon of the Balance. Yeah, that's totally what I mean. I do the witchy thing and I cast Fortune.
Alright, what does that do?
Hold on. I'm
I'll go spook
putting it
mode.
in the thing now.
Oh.
20s become 1s.
Oh.
Wait, for everyone or just him?
For him.
Okay. Could you imagine everybody? Lol.
No, it's a creature I choose.
Yeah, that would be some fucking shit.
With no save. What the
With no save.
Does he get
Yeah,
to like
fuck you.
save to come back from it or no?
Nope.
No, there is no save on it. It just happens.
It lasts for a turn
But
unless Mel extends it.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Which is
For the
like your
end.
action, I'm guessing.
Bonus action, I think.
Yeah, Cackle's bonus.
I don't think we gave you Cackle.
Yeah.
You should have. Otherwise, the hexes are kind of useless.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say I've had it on here since like the start.
It's just usually combat starts and Chris goes and then remember she can hex after combat.
It's been like a year since I made that subclass.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything with your bonus action?
I thought my bonus action was casting.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was bonus action transform action to hex. I mean,
it's one of the two. Either
do you
way.
want to try to
I
square
think I
away?
made it so that it was part of the bonus action to cast a hex as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I have to get my headphones plugged in. They're dying. Yes, I'm trying to figure out where to go. Don't mind me.
Help us! We're dying. We're dead.
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're
Beware
my
of
only
Reach, he's
hope.
big.
I know. That's why it's scary.
All right,
Yep.
Fuck.
you attempt to leave its reach. You know, it's
Hey, technically Cantor moves too, but it's also force movement. They can't make an attack opportunity on Cantor.
okay. Yep. The stinger does hit you.
Ooh.
You
No.
take 17 piercing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a con save.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
no.
All right.
Oh,
On top
oh.
of the 17 piercing, you take 10 poison damage, and you are poisoned for the next minute.
Ooh. Well, poisoned is not as bad for a caster. You're not usually making a lot of attacks.
That is fair.
Thanks. I hate it.
It could be worse.
Sucks. Yeah, could be.
Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to have advantage on that. I
For
took Warcaster.
Warcasters only when you're making
For
concentration
concentration.
saves.
Oh.
Yep.
I thought that's. Oh. Yeah.
Nope.
I read it wrong.
No. Yeah.
All right. And then Orca's turn.
All right.
You have advantage on your first
I
bang.
thank you. I thank you. First thing Orc is gonna do is she's gonna try to run at the scorpion, and she's gonna try to stab it somewhere.
You're
With her
three
long
first.
sword.
Rage. Yeah, you want to rage first normally if you want to.
I mean, yes, but I believe I have armor on right now.
That
You can
it's
still
medium.
rage with armor, honey.
Yeah, yeah. It's just.
Oh, I
you
thought it
can-
was. I thought you had to have it off.
No, you couldn't rage with your heavy armor on. You have like medium armor now.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Right.
So, yeah,
well,
super
yeah. In that
rage.
case, I will. I will fucking rage.
Yeah, because this guy fucking hurts, and you can reduce that by half.
Yeah.
Orca rages
Yeah.
and runs at the motherfucker.
Nope.
You know,
All right.
Champed.
you have advantage on your first attack.
Yes, and Orca is going to stab it with her sword.
Sword.
Sword, if you would. And can I do Divine Smite along with that, or is the rage that's the
You
bonus action?
determine Divine Smite if you hit.
Yep.
Okay, copy that. All right, give me a second.
No, you don't have to declare it beforehand. You declare it when you hit.
Gotcha. All right.
It's been so long since we combated.
Which
We
13
all
does
have to
not hit.
remember.
She has
It is a
advantage.
not hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Roll
technically
again.
rolled again because you had advantage.
Gotcha. All right.
Ooh, worse.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
it's worse. Yeah. So that's your first attack.
Mm-hmm.
Next one does
And
not have advantage.
let's try this one. Come on.
Okay, yeah, 19 does hit. For
Ooh.
7 slashing. And you can also smite that if you want to.
I'm a smite.
Alright, for an additional 6 damage.
Are you sure it's not 14?
Yes.
I know it's not 14. If this thing has an outsider subtype, it's not one of those. Doesn't Orca have a magic longsword?
Yeah.
Why aren't you using that?
I also have. I mean, I don't. I thought that was like a homebrew thing. I didn't know I can put that in my chart and actually.
Yeah, you just have to.
Yeah, and
build
any
it.
weapons you acquire, you can.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not for flavor.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
They are specifically meant to
To
use.
be used.
You also do need to move your token to wherever it is that you moved on the map. Underneath it. Perfect.
No!
Or on top. I mean, it is large enough. You can occupy its space.
Yeah, technically.
I'm already occupying its space, and it's not fun.
Well,
Right.
no. It chose you to occupy its space. It's different.
Yeah, I know.
Wren, it's your turn.
Yeah, cool. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
At the start of your turn, snip.
Thank you.
You die. Oof.
No, please. Please no. I would like to use my bonus action to Fey step the fuck out of here.
All right.
Please.
To fade the
advance.
fuck away.
Yeah, I would like to fade the fuck away. I don't
Season
however,
you
want
in?
to go too far because I don't know where anything else could be if there's more
No, yeah.
stuff. So I'm gonna just kind of go over here.
Just
Boop.
All right. Yeah, you face step out of the pincer.
Yep.
which season are you in?
I am in summer. So.
You need to make a deck save.
Nope. Immediately after I use my face up, each creature of my choice that I can see within 5 feet takes fire damage equal to my proficiency bonus. So
Oh shit. Okay.
4.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh wait, yeah, it's really low damage. So
All right.
how to save on top of that would be like,
I
bruh,
mean-
really?
How many
Yeah.
times have we gotten jackets? 4's better than
No, I
nothing.
know. It's just like if you had to make a save against 4 damage, it's like really, man.
Yeah, no, this one.
You notice that this guy seems to be able to resist the heat a little bit.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
Which means he's vulnerable to cold, obviously.
I mean, you would hope so. It is the logic I'm gonna attempt.
I mean, yeah, no point in not trying. I mean,
Exactly. Unfortunately, I am not in. Wait.
yep. You're not in Sorceress Rage.
No, I am not yet. So
God, just get mad and get swole. Come on.
I will. I can't. It's a bonus action, so I have to wait for my next turn. So I am going to. I'm going
Cone of Cold, the whole party.
I'm gonna fireball the party. Even though this dude is
Wanna be the
completely
It
first
turns
different.
out Wren is also a scorpion.
I am going
Fuck.
to. I'm going to fireball this man at 5th level.
Okay.
And I will spend. What is it for transmute? One. I will
One.
spend one
One or
sorcery
two.
point.
Yeah.
Yep, I will spend 1 sorcery point to change it from fire to cold, please. So I will cold ball him
Frost Orb.
at 5th level. Ka-chow.
Or ice bomb.
Gertrude. All right. You need to make a deck save. All right. Yeah, that is a failure.
Hey.
He takes the full 39 damage.
Alright.
job.
Alright.
It's alright, we've got a lot of others in the list. Maybe one of them he'll be.
Turns out he's actually highly susceptible to, of all things, surprise, poison damage.
His own poison.
Yeah.
He's actually slowly whittling away. That's why he's so angry all the time, is because he's just slowly dying. And
Same.
that'll be my turn.
I just like the trailing off too.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be my.
At the end of your turn,
Ah,
Oh.
he throws the spear flag out at you.
you
Oh.
bitch! Bro, what the
What?
Aw?
Oh my fucking god.
Wait,
Another
bro,
one?
Did you hear me again?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
no.
Hold on.
It's a crit, but he crits on 19 and 20. I rolled a 19
Ah!
on the dice.
That's what I was worried
Your
about.
reactions back at the end of my turn?
At the start of your turn, you get your
At the start of
reaction.
your
Oh,
turn.
God bless. Q, I fucking go again. I use a reaction and I silvery barbs this flag.
All right. Which means
Understandable.
that it is now a 14 on the roll,
Oh,
so it misses you.
it's a 14 flat?
It's a
Total.
14 on the dice, or on the total roll. Yeah.
On a total, I was gonna say on the
total,
dice, but
yeah.
is there more? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
14 total. So yeah, you're able to just duck quickly right before the flag
Able to dodge,
impales you.
able to
I
dodge
face
with
step
50
away.
damage.
I lob the ice ball, and then as it hits him, the flag comes at me, and I just scream and duck while giving him the middle finger.
Yeah.
And who gets
And then
advantage?
the flag gets pulled back to him.
This time I feel bad, so I'll give this one to Hank because he got crit instead of me.
Yeah, that would have been 40 damage on that crit.
I would have almost been unconscious. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
boy.
Well,
Alright.
if you keep throwing your boyfriend in the way he's going to, and then who's going to save you?
At the top of the order, this is where we will end for tonight.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Oh, we took too long getting here.
Okay, then I guess if that's the end, I will end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Bye. Bye now. Bye. Bye now. Bye.